What's up everybody, King of Fomo here, coming at you with your daily crypto update. Make sure you follow my Telegram channel, that's t.me/kingoffomo1, as well as my chat, which is going to be linked in the description below. So today we're going to be talking about Uniswap altcoins that are going to be leading the crypto industry as we get through this next bull run. And I think that that's really important. I've been really careful to make sure that I know what I'm researching and know what I'm looking at and talking about, because I don't want to be stuck talking about a coin that is completely and totally irrelevant as we get into this next bull run. The same thing happened back in 2017 when we had a lot of other altcoins that came out of ICOs that just became completely and totally irrelevant as everything else passed it dramatically in the bull run, and then they were completely forgotten even as the bull run subsided and it started going, the crypto in a whole started going back down. Those other coins never really caught up and they faded away into the dust. So that's the kind of the important thing that I'm looking at, is I'm looking for coins that will survive and that will pioneer the next level in the crypto space in DeFi, and I do believe that Ampleforth is definitely one of those coins. Now, Ampleforth is a rebase coin, if you guys did not know. So with these rebase coins, let me just go ahead and open this up right here. There's actually some coins that have tried to copy what Ampleforth is doing by becoming rebase coins themselves and doing a little bit of a different approach. And what rebase means is that it's a coin that's sort of pegged to a specific value. In Ampleforth's case, it's pegged to about $1. So that means the supply is going to change dramatically based on how much the market cap goes up. In this case, since Ampleforth is currently priced at about $1.52, the supply is going to, I believe, decrease as the price of it also goes down, so that it'll even out. So you have less coins, but you'll have more, but the coins will have more value, or it's the other way around. You understand the supply and demand. It matches the supply and demand based on what the price is at and brings the price down to $1. So that's what Ampleforth does. That's what a rebase coin does, and that's what these other rebase coins are doing. Except they might be pegged to something else like Ethereum or maybe a euro or something else entirely. Now, if you just take a look at all these other rebase coins out here, again, I've said that many others have tried to copy Ampleforth's idea, but their 24-hour volume is only in the millions, while Ampleforth is in the 13 millions and is ranked 54 on CoinGecko. And none of these other coins can really hold a candle to matching the level of Ampleforth. And I've watched them over time. They might have a lot of hype to start off, but once they fizzle out, they really just don't recover. Specifically, I'm looking at AMPL and a few of these other coins. Even empty set dollar isn't really doing as well as Ampleforth, and Ampleforth has had some crashes, but they've come back up from the crashes as well, as you can see in this chart. This chart is actually really cool. If you guys go to the Ampleforth website and you go to the dashboard, it shows you their supply, their all-time supply, how their supply has changed. When it first came out, of course, it had that major bull run market all the way up to I don't know, the price was about maybe close to $3 right here. And of course the rebase happened, and some panic happened and people didn't buy as much, and it's starting to rise back up again. It's at a pretty nice point, I'd say, right here, where we can see definitely as the next bull run continues, we might be able to see Ampleforth, hold on to its relevance over time. So that's why I'm checking it out and keeping an eye on it. But they have the market cap listed here. You can see that has sort of increased over time. It's kind of really rocketing up right now. Now, will it match this all-time high level? I don't know. I really don't know. It really depends on, I guess it depends on today as ETH 2.0 comes out and we see what happens with Ethereum. But you guys can see other things when their rebase is happening, their price targets, and all kinds of things like that on this dashboard here as well. What you can also do with Ampleforth is you can stake it. So if you go to the website right here, it's ampleforth.org, and you go to get started and you can actually stake it. Now, depending on when they launch these geysers, sometimes these rates can be extremely good. I think earlier this week they just launched this Old Faithful geyser, and the APY was about like 2,000% when it first launched, which is really, really good. Especially even if you're in for like a couple days, you can get a pretty good return off of that. And still 162%, 229%, those are still really, really good numbers. I think that the days of expecting more than that in the thousands are kind of gone for DeFi, and this is really what some medium to longer term people are looking at for crypto in general, for staking their coins and getting some APY over time. Now, granted, keep in mind, things can happen. You have issues like what is it, I forget what that liquidity thing is called. So when the liquidity changes significantly and you're providing liquidity, impermanent loss, you can have impermanent loss. from being in this beehive geyser, so you do have to be careful about participating in this. The Old Faithful geyser supposedly gets rid of that, so you can look at that and look at the APY there. They have a geyser for Sushi Swap, a geyser for Uniswap, and for Balancer, and respectively you're going to be earning about this amount, you know, every year. APY 239% yearly. And it'll pay you out the maximum amount depending on how long you're in, and the longer you're in, the higher your percentage goes up that you're going to be earning. So it gives a lot of incentive for people to hold their Ampleforth tokens in the geyser longer, and that incentive is good for the token in general because it helps lock up the supply, it helps lock up the price, it helps you know, so that the supply doesn't change dramatically, the market cap doesn't change dramatically. It's hard to talk about these coins because the market cap's what matters. So it helps to make sure that this number right here doesn't go down to, you know, nothing. And that's what we're looking for. So Ampleforth, definitely keep it on your radar. I talked about it and a few other coins in my other videos. I talked about RLC, I talked about API 3, and some other coins that I might be making specific separate videos about. But I definitely have some Ampleforth on the side. I haven't completely decided if I'm going to stake it yet. I did, since I had so much of it before, I did run into some impermanent loss problems, and I ended up coming out in profit, but I lost a giant amount towards the end because of some price dumpage. But nonetheless, I do think that this coin definitely has potential because there's nothing else like it. Like I said, there's nothing else like it in the DeFi space that does rebasing as well as Ampleforth. And as ETH 2.0 comes out, and you know, Ampleforth also is rumored to be switching over to the Polkadot ecosystem as well. So there's just a lot of interesting news that's coming out with Ampleforth. And again, when I'm talking about these coins, guys, I'm not like somebody said in my last video, I talked about it's like Keeper, but it didn't pump. Number one, Keeper is a huge market cap. I can't do anything to Keeper no matter how much I try. And number two, that's not what I'm looking for in the DeFi space anymore. I'm not looking for coins that are going up, you know, 900% in a day. These are coins that are going to be, you know, going up maybe 10% a day, or maybe, you know, 50% in the next 2 months or something like that. So I'm looking at these things out longer term. So if it dumps tomorrow, like I said, I'm not panicked. I'm going to be holding on tighter for a longer period of time, but we'll see what happens. Definitely let me know what you guys think about Ampleforth. Does it have staying power? Or I know a lot of people were scared of this thing. Once the last time this thing market cap dipped, they said that it's never going to return. And I was kind of sort of along with them, but not really. I mean, I knew that it still had the potential to go back up, but a lot of people were fearful that it wasn't going to break the top 100 market cap again after it dropped out of it. But here it is, sitting at about $400 million in the market cap, and I do think that it's got the potential to get back up to its $1 billion market cap, which it briefly reached for like a day's period of time. All right, guys, that's everything for today. Let me know what you guys think in the comments section or in my Telegram chat. Catch you in the next video. Like, comment, subscribe. Peace out.